Leverage. Benjamin Franklin once said beautifully, "We must all hang together, or most assuredly, we shall hang separately." It is very important that we leverage all the skills and resources that we have, because one thing is common to all of us, that we only have 24 hours in a day. Every single person, without any doubt, has only 24 hours in a day, but what each person gets out of it is very different. Now, what do people who get a lot out of those 24 hours do differently? What do they do? There are two keywords to remember. One is discipline. They are very disciplined in what they do. Second is leverage. They leverage their resources better than everybody else. Now, what is leverage? Leverage in simple terms is to get larger results with fewer resources. Time being such a scarce resource, if whatever you can do to get more results from the same amount of time, you can do things better than everybody else. Now, people ask me, give me some example. What is leverage? And I don't know all these things. Give me some example. And let me pick a simple example. You want to meet a person, and then you want to get this meeting so badly. Maybe you are in a sales situation, or maybe you need to meet that person, and you know that by cold calling, it won't help. So let's call the name of this person is Jack, and you badly want to meet Jack. So one person is trying their luck, trying to get their way, calling and sending emails and brute force method. There is another person who thinks, who knows Jack? Maybe there is another guy called Joe, and all he does is he goes to Joe and requests an introduction. And once Joe talks to Jack and introduces the two people, the meeting happens in a heartbeat. So I want to be careful a little bit when I give this example, but it sounds simple. But in order for this situation to happen, you should have built a relationship with Joe. In fact, you should have a very strong relationship with Joe before you ask him to introduce you to Jack. And you should give enough reasons to Joe to make Joe believe that by introducing you to Jack, Jack will benefit. He knows that you will benefit, otherwise you won't ask for a meeting. But you have to know, Joe should know that Jack will benefit from this meeting. The third thing is you should have some currency left over in the emotional bank account with Joe. That means you should, the relationship should be so strong, and there has to be that reciprocal feeling that Joe has for you, that when you ask for that introduction, Joe does not even think twice before he makes that connection. What else can you leverage, and how else can you benefit from it? And let me give you a few points. The first thing to remember is leverage is a game that is played over a long time. Don't try to get leverage for the short term. Don't try to use relationships. You have to build the relationships over a long time, and then only then you can leverage it. Second thing, I'm sure I'll offend some of you when I say that you have to think before you act. It sounds too obvious, but let me tell you, this world will push you towards doing and not let you think. They are okay for you to do something, and while you are doing that something, while you are driving, while you are typing something on your computer, to think. But just like that, you sit in front of a computer and not do anything, at least 2 or 3 people will come and ask, are you okay? Can I help you with something? You seem to be not okay. What is wrong? Because they don't let you think. And if you don't think, you can't put the right resources into play. You can't leverage it better than your peers. Third one is to get out of the mode to do everything on your own. Most people have this problem that they think they are the best people to do a certain task, and then they will go all out, they will burn midnight oil, they will do everything. But if instead of thinking, how should I do it? If you think, what are the right resources and what is the combination or the configuration in which I have to put these resources to accomplish this task, then your life will be different. The last one is, this is too simple. It's basically to get an inventory of all the assets and resources that you have access to. Most of the time people think that they only have them to do a certain task. They have a lot of resources, including books, magazines, blogs, newsletters, their friends, their old experiences. Everything is there, but they don't even know that. Just having an inventory of all the assets that will help them to put it in the right configuration to accomplish something, that's power. Thanks.